Holla peeps, it's your girl Cherie reporting live for SchreeTV. What you say? I am putting on some foundation. You know, holla. Actually, I've always used CoverGirl since I was like a teenager. And this is, the Tone Rehab Foundation Base. It's really hard to read. Okay, I think the shit's in French, but it's this one. And there's SPF in it and everything, which is really good if you live in the desert, you know what I mean? Because you don't want that shit in your skin. Like, seriously. You know, especially if you want to live here for a while. You know, like, this is my town, you know what I mean? So, you know, though one may travel, Vegas is my town. I ain't leaving. There we go. I love my town. I love my people. Holla. And they love me too. You girl got some big lips, okay? I used to be really shy about my lips. You know, as a kid I used to cover my mouth and my lips were so big. Big ass lips. But what you say? Baby loves my lips anyway. So she had to stay with me. She's under my voodoo spell, y'all. That's what it is. Shout out to my boy LeVince Patrick. See, this will tell me who among my friends is watching SchreeTV. See, if I give them shout outs and they don't know it, I know they ain't watching. Okay? Let me get on you. Okay? LeVince, Ed Silent, Tala, Ed, who was like, Cherie, when do you get on the tube? What's up? And I was like, okay, I'll do some more videos. Yeah. Because my videos are kind of lame compared to the YouTube videos out there, man. I was like, who's gonna watch my videos? People got whole kinds of YouTube series, and I'm saying, honey, I'm just a little black child, baby. Just talking to the peeps. Holla. Okay. Did you guys like my smoky eye, or should I leave it like that? You smoky eye where I put the eyeliner on top. Is that too much? Baby left to go do stuff. car stuff, I think. I don't do that stuff. Okay. Ain't no need for me to be standing on no damn, I don't know, smog thing or whatever. They don't do that back home. I never saw that shit till I moved out west. I'm like, y'all really got small problems, huh? Wow. Okay. Then I'll powder my face. Notice I pat, thus the term pressed powder. Pressed powder. Pressed. Okay, now, you ain't gonna just leave the house like that. You're gonna do it like Dustin. Like, beautiful, easy, breezy. Cover girl. Okay. Holla. Then I give him a blush. You know, no matter how old you get, makeup is so fun. Seriously. Come on, there's even guys out there like playing makeup. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter! It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Don't say nothing when I get my band together, honey. We're gonna rock out. Holla at me if you wanna rock out. Okay, I'm starting a band. Me, Sheree, of course, lead vocals. I just need some rockin' dudes. Oh, here's my blush. Lynn, my homegirl from Delaware that I met out here, she and her man Art say, I don't need makeup. Isn't that nice? That's what Baby said. But, you know, come on. That's my love muffin. And let's put on my blush. Hold up. Holla, my love muffin. Oh, hello? I don't know who that was. That was not my love muffin. Do, 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 do. Okay. There we go, right? Baby doesn't get that, why I put it on my chin. There we go. Do, do, do. Honey, and they said Kim Kardashian broke the damn internet. What the hell? Who breaks the internet? That's deep, okay? It's power right there. Bitch broke the internet. Wouldn't that be so cool if SchreeTV broke the internet? But, come on. I mean, I would take off my clothes, you know, but baby'd be like, oh, you don't take off your clothes. I promise you're dead. So, you know, she's so sweet. She really did, you know. She had talks with my dad and with my oldest brother, Butch, and my brother, Junior, you know, he's still around, you know what I mean? So I've got some really good news. You know what I'm saying? See, that wasn't baby. She'd have called back by now. She'd been like, hello? I'm on the phone. Wait a minute. I need to put my nails on, don't you guys think? Hold on. Where'd I put them? I don't remember where I put them. I don't really feel like looking for them. This interferes with my typing. I'm writing a blog right now about Ferguson. Like I had to like totally wait. See what's going on my Facebook. Oh yeah, my profile picture on Facebook, I just changed it. I took it before I put any makeup on. Before my makeup session that I had with you guys. So, what you say? I'm gonna take some more pictures and put them up, y'all. What you say? Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm writing a blog about Ferguson. A city under siege. It says, what the hell is going on in Ferguson? Many of you may be asking the same thing. It looks like a fucking war zone. That's how far I got. Cars on fire. People running in the streets. Absolute mayhem. Were there tanks? Let me see.
Mayor says the 28-year-old policeman remains on administrative leave as the city, once patrolled, braces for another night of protest. People didn't know what daybreak would bring here. Now they're not sure what nightfall will bring. Well, everybody, we want to hear from the President of the United States. He's Chicago, back in his hometown. We're told, quite frankly, a few of the local folks there. He's got a whole separate speech prepared on immigration, but he's going to begin his remarks, we're told, after some preliminary introductory words with a statement on what's going on in Ferguson, Missouri. That's where you are, John.
Child, you know those reporters down in Ferguson are like, shit, I need a raise now, you know.
Let's talk for a moment while the president thanks some of the local dignitaries who are there.
The president's going to speak.
Getting ready to be deployed.
National Guard.
They are getting ready to be deployed.
Like,
Hold on now. I think the president has just started. Our neighbor, south, but all across America. As many of you know, a verdict came down, or a grand jury made a decision yesterday that upset a lot of people. And as I said last night, the frustrations that we've seen are not just about a particular incident. They have deep roots in many communities of color who have a sense that our laws are not always being enforced uniformly or fairly. That may not be true everywhere, and it's certainly not true for the vast majority of law enforcement officials, but that's an impression that folks have, and it's not just made up. It's rooted in realities that have existed in this country for a long time. Now, as I said last night, there are productive ways of responding and expressing those frustrations, and there are destructive ways of responding. Burning buildings, torching cars, destroying property, putting people at risk, that's destructive, and there's no excuse for it. Those are criminal acts. And people should be prosecuted if they engage in criminal acts. But what we also saw, although it didn't get as much attention in the media, was people gathering in overwhelmingly peaceful protests here in Chicago and New York, and Los Angeles, and other cities. we see young people who are organizing and people beginning to have real conversations about how do we change the situation so that there's more trust between law enforcement and some of these communities. And those are necessary conversations to have. You know, we're here to talk about immigration, but part of what makes America this remarkable place is being American doesn't mean you have to look a certain way or have a certain last name or come from a certain place. It has to do with a commitment to ideals, a belief in certain values. And if any part of the American community doesn't feel welcomed or treated fairly, that's something that puts all of us at risk. And we all have to be concerned about it. So my message to those people who are constructively moving forward, organize, mobilize, and ask hard, important questions about how we improve the situation, I want all those folks to know that their president is going to work with them. And I think you'll find a lot of...
All right.
Separate and apart from the particular circumstances of Ferguson, which I am careful not to speak to because it's not my job as president
Hi, Chairman.
comment on ongoing investigations and specific cases, but the frustrations people have generally, those are rooted in some hard truths that have to be addressed. And so those who are prepared to work constructively, your president will work with you. And a lot of folks, I believe, in law enforcement, and a lot of folks in city halls and governor's offices across the country want to work with you as well. So as part of that, I've instructed Attorney General Eric Holder not just to investigate what happened in Ferguson, but also identify specific steps we can take together to set up a series of regional meetings focused on building trust in our communities. And next week, we'll bring together state and local officials and law enforcement and community leaders and faith leaders to start identifying very specific steps that we can take to make sure that law enforcement is fair and is being applied equally to every person in this country. And we know certain things work. We know that if we train police properly, that improves policing and makes people feel that the system's fair. We know that when we have a police force that is representative of the communities it's serving, that makes a difference. We know that when there's clear accountability and transparency when something happens, that makes a difference. So there's specific things we can do. And the key now is for us to lift up the best practices and work city by city, state by state, county by county, all across this country, because the problem is not just a Ferguson problem, it is an American problem. And we've got to make sure that we are actually bringing about change. The bottom line is nothing of significance, nothing of benefit results from destructive acts. I've never seen a civil rights law or a health care bill or an immigration bill result because a car got burned.
Yeah, right?
It happened because people vote. It happened because people mobilize. It happened because people organize. It happens because people look at what are the best policies to solve the problem. That's how you actually move something forward. So don't take the short-term easy route and just engage in destructive behavior. Take the long-term hard but lasting route of working with me and governors, officials, to bring about some real change. And to those who think that what happened in Ferguson is an excuse for violence, I do not have any sympathy for that. I have no sympathy at all for destroying your own communities, but for the overwhelming majority of people who just feel frustrated and pained because they get a sense that maybe some communities aren't treated fairly or some individuals aren't seen as worthy as others. I understand that. And I want to work with you, and I want to move forward with you. Your president will be right there with you. All right? So that's what we need to focus on. Let's get constructive.
Yeah! What you say?
I appreciate your patience because I know you came here to talk about immigration, but this is relevant. All right. So
I know you came talking about immigration, but
move on now and talk about the immigration proposals he put forward the other day. But
I'm sorry, but I love
very
Blitzer.
There are productive ways, he says, to deal with the
Blitzer's hot.
immigration. There are destructive ways. The president said there's no excuse for the looting, for the fires, for the damage.
Yeah, you can't like go burn and shut up. You know what I mean? That doesn't solve anything.
You're our senior White House correspondent. You're monitoring what the president is doing.
How about the people that burn themselves? Remember that?
Ferguson to try to reassure the folks there to calm the situation. I know that's been under consideration.
That was extreme, you know what I'm saying? Like, set yourself on fire.
I asked the president last night after he made those remarks here at the briefing room in the White House.
Who does that?
He basically hedged as to whether that might happen. And earlier today,
let's be constructive, people.
That is under consideration. So it is.
That is true. I mean,
obviously, it would go a long way and perhaps calming things down in Ferguson, but they would have to do it at the right time. And
maybe write a letter. You know what I'm saying?
You heard the president say they do want to take some concrete steps over here at the White House, bring together what White House officials refer to as stakeholders in this conversation about race and law enforcement in America. And it sounds like the president is going to be convening that sort of meeting next week over at the White House on that subject, setting up regional meetings around the country.
Right.
There's been some talk that Eric Holder, the Attorney General, may be doing some of that over the coming weeks.
All right, everybody.
Valerie Jarrett, top official over here at the White House.
It's your girl Sheree reporting live for SchreeTV from Las Vegas.
Sort of doing a full court press on this over the last 24 hours, but as we know from watching that brief statement the president
was ridiculously loud.
What's happening now in Chicago, that he's sort of having a split-screen presidency for the moment, because as he's speaking in front of the cameras, we're seeing things unfold in Ferguson.
Maybe I'll go on with some more SchreeTV. You know.
Very conscious indeed. Jim Acosta, stand by now, knowing you're there for us on the streets of Ferguson. You know, when I think about what the president last night, right after the we heard from the president. He went into the briefing room, made his statement. We were watching you.
This is a trip.
Appeal for peaceful demonstrations. A lot of the folks over there, we saw the violence. They weren't listening to the president of the United States at all, were they?
No.
The people we needed to reach out here on the streets of Ferguson, where there are no television and they're not watching.
Oh my God! Look, everything is on fire.
The weird thing was, as soon as the president mentioned not throwing bottles and not being violent, someone threw a bottle into the crowd of police officers right behind me, almost on cue. And I did mention that last night. But I think it's interesting, as the president said, that he's going to set up what he calls stakeholders, and these are stakeholders around the country. This is something that many people around the country have been wanting the president to talk about, and not just to talk about, but to actually.
I mean, like, this really needs to stop. Cause like, I have a lot of white friends. You know, I have a lot of friends of different cultures, and like, I'm running out of excuses. Holla. Okay, can we stop with the looting? Okay, right now I'm like, it's decades of frustration. But burning up our own businesses, it really doesn't make much sense. Okay. Holla. Please. Black people, we need a different strategy. Okay? Because this one is not making us look good. Okay? We are looking bad right now. You know what, on that note, it's your girl Sheree. Reporting live for SchreeTV. I'm gonna sign out. Okay? I love y'all.